a private individual building a house without the requisite approvals, a dwelling houses, the law would come down on them, but the government is doing the same thing. Houses being built by in Phoenix Park, and the prices they are being sold for, and those which are being built in Sandown by HAJ, a government agency, building houses of the same market cohort, more expensive than the private developer, and so built on government lands, $22 million, more expensive for a comparable unit over by Phoenix Vista. And as I said before, they have deliberately circumvented me. In the previous administration of the PNP, there were private developers who wanted to build houses there. And I objected strenuously because of what the area was planned for. I didn't unilaterally get up and make the decision that it should be there. It was part of the planning that was approved by everybody, including the residents. And the agency talked to about 20-something persons and said that they have consensus. I object to the houses being built there. I am full support of houses being built in appropriate areas. Look at the Elsha area, for example, right? Minister Samuda, when he had responsibility in that area before, visited there with me and was struck by the vast expanse of land that is available to build more houses to satisfy housing demand, still in proximity to the corporate area. But guess what? The soil over there is different. It's more rocky than down here. So developers prefer to do this. Less expenditure. But there are comparable houses still being built in that. Look at Sandown Vista, for example, that have been built, sold out easily. Those are the places for building houses, not to plant houses in the most prime farming land in Jamaica, in Bernard Lodge. That lunacy is just unexplainable. All the professionals have given their opinion on it. Not just me, a layman. That Bernard Lodge is not the place to build houses, but the government, for whatever reason or whatever motive. We have a large stretch of land going into Clarendon from here, along Highway 2000 corridor, that is supposed to be built out, because one of the advantages or pluses of the highway, it gives easy access. So all of that corridor is there. You see the vast expanse of land there that can't be farmed on, that can be developed for new towns. HAJ in particular mandate was to facilitate affordable housing for those at the lower end.
But it seemed like an embarrassment to the Prime Minister because he was the one who break ground for
officially
that
and they never got any approval.
And then there was no approval
for the buildings. They got approval for the development of the municipality, but they never get any approval for the units being built. Right? But the houses, the actual structures they're going to put there,
strata plans,
which is an indictment. It suggests to me that some motive that don't questionable motive is driving these things. Because there's a process to go through, and if we follow the process that can seek to protect everybody, then that's the way to go. Why is it that they do what they do over there? This is the kind of lawlessness that is being led by government. You know, you imagine a private person, individual, not even a private developer, but that them too. A private individual building a house without the requisite approvals, a dwelling houses, the law would come down on them, but the government is doing the same thing.